here. Oh, wow. I think this went live right away. Yes, it did. Okay. That is so strange. It goes live so quick. I don't even get to put anything in there. But that's okay. Let's see. I'm going to give you guys a minute to show up. I got a like. There we go. Maine, Jen Wilder. Thank you so much for coming over. I know you got a lot to do on your Sunday. And, hey, Dwagonite, thank you. And we're back is exactly right. Thanks for coming over. And I appreciate your question. I do, actually. Yes. I try to control. The playlists are kind of weird, but look at all you guys that came over. Thank you so much. Leah Munsard, I see you all the time. Very cool. Rebecca, D. Newhart, Mary Miller. We can call everybody out here. Oh my gosh, we almost have 100 people. Cleo from New Mexico. I used to live in Las Cruces. Long story. We'll tell that story at some point. Llama's Creations, Cat Yarb, Jane White, Kelbell. Thank you. Kelbell, I know you have really donated. Thank you so much. And Jane White, I see you there too. Thank you so much. Andrea Coop, I see you all the time. Thank you guys for coming over. Suzanne Irving, Jay Teal, Sarah Bryan, Leah, we already talked about. Kathy Liddick. Kathy Liddick, you don't have to be from Ohio, do you? I know a bunch of Liddicks from Ohio that know my family. I don't know if you're from there, but Susan McDonald, Warwick, New York. Thank you. Cindy D, howdy again. Thanks for coming over, guys. We actually almost have 100 people. That's a lot for Mr. Pops It Live. Karen Appleby, I see you all the time. Deborah Sykes as well. Kathy, Scarlett Little, trying to get everybody in. Sue K, Kelsey DePrecio, Pennsylvania, awesome state. Donna Flanagan, of course. You are a staple. Tink Craig, Pamela, Renee, Tinny Ray. I think we're getting everybody here. Yes, you guys are so cool. Thanks for coming. Top chat to live chat. That's right. I don't know what that means. Remember to switch from top chat to live chat. That makes sense. Look at all the, gosh, we got over 100. That is so awesome. It's almost as much as we had at Mr. Pops It. So thank you guys so much. Kansas City's in the house. CJB63. Don't fish, but I still subscribe to your channels. Thank you. Because I know it's not for everybody, and I know a lot of people didn't like the duck video, but you know, I'm actually going to do a lot more with that fishing channel. I'm going to have a big, huge movie about toxic golden algae and what it did to my lake, how I diagnosed it, and how I saved my lake, and a lot of local lakes and managers of lakes that reached out and used us. It's going to be a great story. It's just, gosh, at some point, maybe when I pass my boards and I have time, we're going to get to that part of the fishing channel, but it's going to be fun and it's going to be educational. It's going to be cool. Las Cruces, yes. I used to work at the Cattle Baron. If you're familiar with Las Cruces, right on the hill by the mall. There's not much in Las Cruces, so if you live there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Quick Cattle Baron story. I wanted to serve tables in California, and I couldn't because you had to have experience as a waiter, and I didn't have any experience. And I couldn't be a host when I was 20 years old, 19 years old, out here because I couldn't live on my own on a host pay and have an apartment. So my mom had moved to Las Cruces. I moved to Las Cruces for 1 year, and I had an envelope that said Los Angeles on it. And I moved there and worked at the Cattle Baron as a host for 3 or 4 months. Then they moved me to waiter and bartender, and I got all my experience at that steakhouse. Moved back to California because I was in a band out here, and I had a girlfriend. Came back out, and the rest is history. I've stayed here ever since. But that little Cattle Baron up there, up by the mall in Las Cruces, was the vector that allowed me to come back out here and continue my life in California. Funny, strange story. So, yes, I have 3 channels, Pamela, and I started the other channels out of the passion for fishing, but also so I could get some ad revenue, even though they don't get anywhere close to what Mr. Pops It does in views. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Even a 1/100th of what Mr. Popsit gets would actually pay all the lawyer's fees and everything. So it's starting to build. It's a slow build, but I got time. I got nothing but time. But thank you guys so much for the support. I have so many videos coming. Another update that you get here that you didn't just get at the other one. My large steatocystoma multiplex patient. She is such a sweetheart, and she's probably watching. I just want to thank her because, you know, showing your armpits and that stuff as a young, beautiful woman is, you know what? That's not, even though I don't show your, I'm just getting some sun glare here. I'm going to take that down right here. I can see it. I don't want sun glare on my face. You know, even though I don't show her, her face and her identity, that's a lot to show. And I do truly understand that. And, I thank her from the bottom of my heart because she found me on YouTube. And she came and she was like, you know what? I'm not sure that I want to share my procedure. And I was like, you know what? I am totally okay with that. I realize that there are trolls and there are people that aren't nice. And I told her, you know, you found me because of my YouTube channel. And you decided, you know what? I'm going to do something about this. And I'm speaking to her anonymously right now. And I truly thank her from the bottom of my heart. And I talked to her in the room and we've actually become close and have fun and laugh during the procedures. She, you know, didn't want to do it in the beginning, and I was okay with that. And then, and I thought, and we talked about, you know, there's a 17-year-old you out there somewhere that is embarrassed to take off her shirt, maybe doesn't go to the pool and has this, and she's going to see your video, and she's going to get the strength to come in. And she was like, you know what? You're totally right. And she allowed us to record. And I had 2 more videos from her that are unbelievable. She comes in and we're just, you know, having a great time. And I've done her other armpit. We have some great before and afters of how we're taking them out using the heat cautery. She actually got a lot of post-inflammatory hyperpigment on her left arm, which I'm going to show over a 6-month period of how long that takes to heal. She does have darker skin, which tends to get post-inflammatory hyperpigment a lot worse. So we didn't burn and didn't take the sacs out on her right side. And then we went to her abdomen, guys. And man, does she have some clusters of deep, huge steatocystomas. I mean, 20 or 30 big ones that we just did this last week. Squirted on the wall. I mean, we've got some videos coming. So you guys are you're getting it here first. The exclusive. She's so great for allowing us to film, and it's good content that's coming soon. So, yeah, HS as well, Pamela. HS, the steatocystomas, HS, these are embarrassing things, and there are treatments out there. And I'm going to use the TikTok for these before and afters. I can't show any procedures on TikTok for any of you that have come to Mr. Popsit and now are at Mr. Popsit Live. TikTok doesn't allow any procedures. And if you look at my TikTok, it's half blacked out and they're not even procedures. It is a picture of the abscess beforehand. I haven't done anything. There's no blood, there's no anything, and they're still restricting it, which I think is so ridiculous. I'm trying to figure out how to get around it. I'll get there. But yeah, I am going to be doing my before and afters, 30-second snippets. And it's great because if you can be on TikTok and you're scrolling through and you're like, wow, that looks interesting. Now I know where to go to see it. And they come to YouTube because I couldn't even do a 15-minute video on TikTok anyways. I couldn't show you the procedure there anyways. But I can show you the amazing beforehand and what it looks like. And then I'll put a link. And all you got to do is subscribe. And you can go. I'll tell you what the name of the video is. And you come over and you see the video. It's that easy. It's not hard on an iPhone. It's not hard on any cell phone. Just come over, click it, and you're there. You're off to the races. Yeah, weird. Okay, it won't let you super chat. Interesting. I got some type of update. It must be that they turned off super chat on this channel. Thank you, Cat Yarb. Something was turned off without me knowing. I saw it in an email. It's probably super chat on this channel, so I'm gonna go and click it. But that's okay. Just being here helps. So let's get to it. You guys are here. It's been 10 minutes. Check out this one, guys. I'm going to come back. I'm going to put myself in the corner for a second. I appreciate you being here. We got over 100 people, which is great for Mr. Pops It Live. Oh, look at that. This is a great video. It's quick, but here we go. I'm not going to talk through it. Does that look painful or what? Jeez, this poor guy. So, little beforehand, this guy came in as they all do. Had a cyst for years, didn't want to do anything about it, and then the cyst bursts under their skin. And look how painful that looks. Oh, wait, Super Chat did work here. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Okay, guys. It does work here. Goodness, I gotta call you guys out. Heather Excel, thank you so much. You were just checking. Sarah Bryan, I know that probably sounds like I was just trying for a super chat. I was not. I did get some weird email. And Sarah Bryan, thank you so much. Pamela, thank you so much. You guys were testing super chat. It does work. Oh man, thank you guys. You guys are keeping the boat afloat. But here we go. Let's watch this and then come and talk about it. Okay, guys, Mr. Popsy here, Greg Lynch-Sturm, PA. You can see on the back here, very common occurrence. We get these inflamed cysts, abscesses. You can see it's burst. It's starting to leak. There's a lot of contents in there. We always talk about the acid-base shift. We're going to get him as numb as we can, make a little cut there, and then we're going to drain out these contents. He's going to feel a lot better. But you can see how raised up that is off the back, so it's going to be good to get that for him drained out. He's going to sleep much better tonight. Il Gigante. That's right. That's right, Constava. How crazy does that look? Sometimes that's why I do the side shot, because you guys really, I try to get the 3D. Like when you're looking at it right now, that looks red, it looks bad. But when you see that side shot and that thing is coming off his back, it's reversed right here. 3-4 centimeters off the back. That's no joke, man. That's painful. It is painful. I'm going to come back in. That is just no joke. And he was in a lot of pain. The crazy thing about this shit, I would put this in top 4, maybe the 3rd or 4th biggest. This video is coming soon. I gotta do the second video for the hidradenitis, other armpit. I gotta do the mirabilis follow-up, and then I might stick it in 3rd because it's going to be a cycle of 3. These are big cases. They take a long time. I have a follow-up, and then I do a surgery to remove the cyst usually. So it's pretty involved. But yeah, it's amazing. 2 years in, every month, it's like, oh, okay, I wasn't going to record today, but everything's charged, and I have to see this one. So we do it. And yeah, I know. That, Lena, it's giant. And here's the thing about this one. It goes deep. Sometimes these things grow out. Sometimes they grow in. And this one did both. And it's a little bloody. It's going to get restricted. So if you're not officially signed in and age appropriate, you probably won't get a notification on that one. And oh my gosh, Cat Yarb, thank you. Hands doing a high five for sure. If you're not officially signed in and age verified, when there's a lot of blood, this one gets bloody, messy. It's a big, giant, leaky, explosive abscess. And those ones, they restrict pretty quickly. So I know a lot of people don't get, oh man, we bumped that to 200. This is amazing. I love it. Yes. Allowed but no super chat. Oh, okay. So you're saying super sticker, maybe no super chat. Okay, this is helpful. Let me look back up here. I don't see... Maybe that's the case. That could be. Okay. I have to look into it. But thank you for vetting that, guys. Cat Yarb and everybody else. We're almost at 200. My goodness, this is almost better than Mr. Pops. It has 300,000 people to choose from. This one only has 7,000, but it is. This is my hardcore diehards, man. I appreciate you guys so much. This one did not need IV antibiotics, but yeah, it would look like it. He no bacteria. That's what's so crazy. You see that Mirabilis and you see this one, and they look the same. But if you look close at the Mirabilis, it's more red and there's more pus. This one was big, but it was just slightly, mildly, moderately inflamed, not as much pus, and no bacteria. And you get good when you see 500, 1,000 of these. You get pretty good at calling out which one is going to be what. But yeah, he definitely wished he got it removed when it was small. And the great thing about this case, and you guys are here first, so you get the inside intel. The great thing about this case is that he gets something unique that I spoke of before. Words with the clock. Wait for it. I like it. Pamela, thank you so much. You guys are all over it. I love it. Super sticker. That's cool. The clock with an A. He gets something called proud flesh. And proud flesh is, people talk about this in the veterinarian industry with cows and horses. I do see people in my comments say that, and I don't get this often. So it was when he came in, I was like, oh, it's unfortunate you got it, but it's a great video. It's a great learning thing. And I'm going to talk about this later. You guys are just getting it early. A lot of people ask me, and this is such a good prelude to this video that's going to be coming, why don't you cut all the way across? And I want to make sure that wasn't Mrs. Popsit texting me. When you have an abscess and you're draining it, I try to keep it under 1.5, 1.2 centimeters because it's got a lot of that. It's domed up, and to heal back together is difficult. The wider I cut it, the bigger the separation that needs to heal together. The bigger the risk for proud flesh. And this last one, Kelbell, thank you so much. Super chat's working too. Okay, so we're getting super sticker and super chat on here. Very cool. Kelbell, you're always there. I know. Thank you so much. So on this one, I did cut a little wider because it was a giant cyst and he had pockets, and it's just, you'll see, guys. It's just like all the other big ones I've had. And, but he had a lot of space to fill. And when that's happening, sometimes the human body's like, we got to make more tissue. There's a void here, something we got to fill in. And so it filled in the void and then made this big red fleshy mass on top of his abscess when it was healing. Very easily bleeds. It looks like gelatin. And you gotta numb it, recut it, recauterize it, and start over. And that's what I did, and you'll see that. So you guys, it's not. That's a good question, Marilee. Proud flesh is not keloids. It's a very good question. A keloid is you filled the void, you've got scar tissue, and that scar keeps getting puffy. And you are making new tissue. You're making new scar tissue. And it gets a puffy, itchy, firm scar. Proud flesh is you're making too much granulation tissue. Yes, there we go. It's more like hyper, Heather. Look at that. You guys are so well educated. It is hypergranulation. That's exactly right. Scar tissue formation is a little slower, but that's keloid formation. Hypergranulation, granulation tissue is what is actually filling in the void, firming up, and then turning into scar. Hypergranulation is proud flesh, and it looks like it. It's just gelatinous. It's like slop, really, but it's attached. It's hypervascularized. It bleeds very easily. Way to go, Heather. Not hypo, but hyper. It's just too much granulation tissue when you're granulating in. But you are right on point. So yeah, that's gonna come. That'll be number 2. I'm gonna have 3 or 4 videos because that one is so big. Lemon Care super sticker from Ellen Trimmel. Thank you so much. But yeah, so gosh, guys, I am just so torn with all these videos that I have and all these great videos. And what is so difficult, Vet Med, Proud Skin, couple, yes, Pamela. For sure. You see it. And vets see it too, man. They see it even more. Big, huge abscesses. But I've got these, big, long videos and then the follow-up and then another follow-up. But in between these follow-ups in my editing bay, I have a lot more videos. So it's like I've got 30 videos coming in and I got to be like, how far back was the original video and which one was it? And they all look like giant abscesses and I got to go back and link it. And, it's work just in and of itself, but that's what we do. So it is. There's a lot of editing, but I'm getting better and quicker, and all the channels have helped me. And just appreciate you guys. I can't, this channel, it gets almost as many live on the lives as my 300,000 person channel. And this has 7,500 people. That's just amazing. Now, I'm not popping this one on this video. I can't actually pop on this channel. If I start popping on Mr. Pops It Live, it will be demonetized as well, unfortunately. So I'm kind of using this as my diehard fans. You get the inside loop of what's coming next, and you know what's happening. But that's a good question, too. If I start showing a huge pop on here, they will shut this channel down so quick, and then there's no advertising and nothing coming in, and there's nothing that pays the lawyers, unfortunately. So I do need an editing group. I do, Renee. That's a good. We're almost getting to that point, but the problem is the editors are actually relatively expensive, and I've got channels that have no money coming in whatsoever. So it's like, do I do all this to be in the negative every month and then not also? It's a tough call. It's a conversation I have with Mrs. Pops It regularly. Something will come of this someday. That's what I tell her. Someday. Jane White, thank you. Thank you. Too many words vetoes super chats. Okay. Oh, if you put too many in, they won't let you do it. Okay, that's probably why. Gosh, you guys know more than I do. Thank you so much, Jane. Yeah, so I'm glad I work for the railroad. Dude, railroad's no joke. Cat Yarb, thank you so much. You guys are just too supportive. I really appreciate it. Every bit literally goes back into t-shirts and everything, and just trying to make all this keep going, and getting cameras for the fishing channel, all of it. It is all going back in. So, yeah, I don't want to talk bad about other providers. I'll let you guys can make your own call. I do know I have met and a lot of the people you're talking about, and I have chatted with multiple of them, and they seem like all of them very nice people. So that's all I can say about that. That's all I gotta say about that. Good. So, okay. I'm glad you guys came here. Thank you so much. There's so many. I'm trying not to do members only. I'm trying not to charge people for anything. Somebody told me to do the coffee app or whatever where people can just give you a tip, and it doesn't have to go through YouTube, who takes a lot of it. I may get to that point, and I think that would be actually even cooler. It's just a direct, when you want to support somebody and it can almost all of it go to them. I think that's cool, and I really appreciate that too, because I know you guys work hard for your money as well, especially right now with the way gas prices are. So, oh, Arlene's here. Hello, Arlene. Absolutely shouted you out. Took the time to write the thank you. You guys are just all too awesome. So, it's a video that shouldn't. Oh, interesting. Okay, I will check that playlist. Yes. I have such huge playlists. Video number 65. I will look at it if it's not supposed to be there, and that does happen sometimes. Called Buy Me a Coffee. Thank you, Llama. Okay. I'm going to look into all that. let's go Sunday night. Gonna go pick up some sushi for Mrs. Popsit here. I know, 30%, Heather, right? Crazy. That's just too much. I don't like paying YouTube either, I'll be honest with you. And they have not been nice to me, and I will call that out right now. They have restricted me in every way they can and tried to shut this whole thing down. But I'm going to keep it going because of you guys, and you guys actually keep it going. So thank you so much. 40%. Oh my gosh. Lisa T. Okay. I'm going to look into it. Buy me a coffee, or there's some others that are just straight support. And I think that's so cool. And I've seen a lot of other YouTubers do it. And the Cash App. Okay. Give us a Cash App. Okay. I'm going to look into it because I don't want to give them anything because they have just taken from me in every way they can. And I know you guys want to support, and I know you don't want to give me anything either because they haven't been nice. So we're going to work on that. I'll do a live on the main channel to talk about that too. So I'm going to research that in the next month. And let's just bypass them, man. Arlene's already done it. You guys do it here. You still support me even though. And thank you so much. But yeah, we're going to go have some sushi right now. We'll do it again soon. Thank you guys so much. Hope you enjoyed it. Great videos coming. Thanks for popping by, and enjoy your Sunday night and the playoffs that are going on. Thank you guys. Have a good night.